What would you do if you were HSV negative again? Who would you be with right now if you were HSV negative? You met somebody, they're perfect, they care about you, they take care of you, they make you feel great. What would you do to be HSV negative again? Are you ready to begin a new life with this special person being HSV negative? If your answer is yes, I'm going to share with you exactly how I came about to understand the HSV virus and how I found out that the new Chinese medicine program, the Mighty Magic detox program, got rid of HSV. And not only got rid of the virus, but in many people, the antibodies are 0. So when you go and get your HSV antibody test, it became 0. I personally never had HSV, but I've helped hundreds of people now to become HSV negative again. I first started with one person. I had no idea HSV was a serious problem. It wasn't to me. And my focus was detoxing and forcing the immune system to get rid of other toxins that I felt was more of a problem. This woman came to me crying, tears, life was over. She was tested after she found the outbreak, and she was tested positive for HSV, and she was completely devastated. She felt worthless. She felt no one could love her. She felt like she couldn't love anybody else. She just completely shut down. And she asked me, can I help her? At that time, I said, I don't know. I don't think so. I have this detox program. It gets rid of other toxins, but I don't know if I can get rid of this HSV virus. And she said, you have to try. You've helped get rid of all these other toxins. Virus is just another toxin. Let's just try it. I said, okay. So she followed exactly what I told her to do. And 6 months later, her outbreak stopped, and she went back and got a blood test, and she was HSV negative. She was happy. I didn't know what that meant. I'm just glad she was happy. And so I went about researching Chinese herbs to create a new system using Chinese herbs to get rid of other toxins. The following year, some other young woman comes to me crying. Her life's over. She found an outbreak, got a blood test. She was HSV positive, and now she's devastated. And now this is the second person I met. This is all 10 years ago. And I said, well, I helped this last person last year. Let's just see what happens to you. I had no idea. And she had no other place to go to, so she listened to me. We went through the 6-month detox using the new Chinese medicine method. So we started this new Chinese method of detoxing the HSV virus. And from what I learned from the previous person, I said, well, let's just see if I can tune this program down to make it a little faster, not knowing exactly what I'm dealing with. And so she went through the 6 months. The outbreak stopped. The rash was gone. Discoloration, tingling, numbness, all those sensations stopped. She went and got a HSV antibody test again, and it was negative. And she was happy. And so that's 2 out of 2. Me still not knowing exactly what happened, I wasn't quite sure. So I just went about focusing on detoxing other toxins. Third person comes along, another young woman. She's devastated. She found an outbreak. Her HSV antibody test was positive, and now her life is ruined. She met this guy. He doesn't know her situation yet, and she doesn't know if she's going to lose him if she told him she was positive. And I said, well, I helped these two other women. Now they're no longer HSV negative. Maybe this will work for you. She said, okay. She had nothing to lose. She had two other person that was successful. So she had hope. We did the 6 months. Outbreak stopped. Tingling, numbness, rash, gone. She retook the HSV antibody test, and her antibody test just went lower to where she started. She was devastated. The program didn't work. I lied to her. I falsely accused her of trying this program. It took 6 months of her life, and now she doesn't know what to do. And I showed her, your blood test in the beginning was here. The antibody numbers were here. Now it's down here. There's a change. I still didn't know what it was, but let's just continue on and get that last little bit of antibodies down to 0. I don't know how long it's going to take. Let's just see. She said, fine, I'll do it. We did another few months, and then she went back, and her HSV antibody test was negative, and she became happy. And that's when I start to understand the herpes virus. It's just a virus, like a flu virus. It's like the HPV virus. The HSV virus is similar to the HPV and similar to the flu virus. I'm going to explain all about viruses in the later videos, but I just want you to understand it's just a virus. The HSV virus likes to hide in the nerve. The flu virus goes all over our body, through our blood. The HPV virus enters our skin and likes to hide in the dead skin part of our body. And that's it. And that was all it was about this virus. How the new Chinese medicine works, I had to understand it better because I had no idea how I got the results. I had no idea if I can actually duplicate this process over and over again. And after 10 years and hundreds of people, we finally got it down to where we know what's going on. We have a much better understanding. This program has worked for a lot of people, so it's no longer just blind luck. I personally never had a personal experience with HSV. This has never been a problem for me, but I've helped hundreds of people already. And this is something we can help you with using the new Chinese medicine method.